Episode 381, AI literacy is national infrastructure.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
The National Economic and Social Council has told the Irish government that AI literacy must be treated as national infrastructure. And that's according to a major new report published last week. And it's one of 5 priority areas the Council says Ireland has to act on now. Hello, and you're very welcome back to AI6. I'm Joanne Sweeney, on a mission to upskill 500,000 people in AI in just 6 minutes a day. This report is called Artificial Intelligence in Service of Society, Navigating Our Way Forward. It is the NESC Council paper number 173. And for anyone who hasn't come across it yet, it's the National Economic and Social Council. It advises the government on strategic issues across the economy, social justice and sustainability. Its membership pulls in employers, trade unions, farmers, environmental groups, community and voluntary organisations and senior civil servants. So when the council speaks, then the Taoiseach's department will, of course, listen. So those 5 priority areas are responsible and strategic adoption, trustworthy and ethical practice, anticipatory governance, AI literacy, and public legitimacy. So I'm going to zone in on why AI literacy, in my view, is the headline of this report. Framing it as national infrastructure really puts an emphasis on the urgency and importance of bringing our nation with us in this AI revolution. So the same way that you think about the importance of broadband or electricity, AI is something every citizen, every leader, every organisation needs in order for the country to function. Now, you may not agree with that statement that, do we need AI in order for the country to function? But it is embedding itself so quickly, and it's also going to transform our economy. And so the economy is made up of people. It's driven by a workforce, and we have a public service delivering on behalf of its people. So yes, we need all corners and all pillars of society to get on board with artificial intelligence. And the Council is clear about what AI literacy actually means. It goes well beyond knowing what ChatGPT does. It's the ability to interpret outputs critically, understand where systems break down, recognise the importance of ethical implications, and participate meaningfully in decisions about how AI gets used. Ireland already has a growing ecosystem of AI literacy initiatives. Programmes from universities, from enterprise bodies, from civil society, from the government themselves. Last week I had an episode on AIready.ie, 4 new programmes from the Government of Ireland. But these programmes are fragmented according to the report. They say there's no coordinated national approach, no common standard, no way of knowing whether a leader, a public servant or a citizen has the literacy they need to make sound decisions. And there's also a trust gap. According to the NESC report, only 38% of Irish people are willing to trust AI systems. 41% of Irish respondents say they are optimistic about AI. 64% say they are worried. The global average is 52% optimistic and 53% worried. So we're below average in optimism, and we worry a bit more than the global average. Ireland is also only one of 3 countries, along with Italy and Singapore, where people trust other people more than AI systems not to discriminate. And yet, at the same time, almost 45% of Ireland's working age population is using generative AI. We're 4th in the world for adoption. So we have a population that is using the technology faster than it trusts it, and that's the literacy gap. The report also goes further. It singles out leadership literacy as particularly important. And I would see this through the course of my work. And to quote the report directly, without AI literate leadership, organisations risk adopting systems they cannot adequately assess, oversee or evaluate. So that literacy really needs to start at the top. Because leaders who do not understand AI may be buying tools they cannot govern. Maybe they're signing off on procurement decisions they cannot interrogate. And maybe they're setting policies they cannot enforce. So NESC says AI literacy needs to be embedded in routine governance and risk practices. Audit committees, risk frameworks, board education, this is essential and also a core expectation. Dr. Siobhan O'Sullivan, Senior Policy Analyst at NESC, summed up the framing of the report. Speaking to RTE, she said AI systems do not operate in a vacuum. They are embedded in organisations, workplaces, public services and communities, and their impacts emerge from that interaction. And so that's the kind of socioeconomic lens of the report. AI changes how a process works, who has the power within it, and who carries the risk when it goes wrong. So you cannot govern adequately without literacy. And it's great that we have these national reports and studies coming out. I already covered the Microsoft Trinity College Dublin AI Economy Report 2026 a couple of episodes ago. And so we know there's a huge focus in Ireland and again in other jurisdictions on how we embed artificial intelligence, because that's what we need to do. Adoption is here. And so we need to measure AI literacy. How do we know when we have a workforce that is AI literate, when we have leaders who are AI literate, and how do we know when we have businesses who are deploying and not only making a return on the bottom line, but making a return in society? I have linked the full NESC report, which is free to download, in the podcast show notes. So go ahead, take a look and inform yourself of what all the stakeholders of Irish society are recommending to government and to us around artificial intelligence. That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategies, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organisation. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie. Or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know. And I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.